Okay, Mr. Gbenga, so this is my screen. I've gone to the audience section to create an audience. And so what I simply do is I click on this button that says create audience. Click on the drop down arrow on the side and I create saved audience. I don't create a custom audience or a lookalike audience. For now, I create a saved audience. And when I do that, this is what I see here. Now this is the normal way to create an audience, right? You put in your audience name. I call this sample audience. Now you add a location. I'm going to add, I can add Lagos, I can add Abuja, but for the one I sent you, it was Lagos. Now let me just make it, let me make it Lagos. Lagos State. Let me make it state. I choose that. Now I've chosen the location as well as the name of this audience for identification purposes. It's now I start adding the interests and behavior and the demographics, and instead of trying to browse through, normally we'll just type and then stuff will pop up, you know. So I like Robert Kiyosaki, right? The author, those who follow him. So now in the graphic I sent you, the screenshot I sent you from my mobile, all those interests and demographics that and behaviors that come before the also match section, you add them here. Now I have only one interest. People that are interested in Robert Kiyosaki, in other words, they like him as a public figure. Of course, you know that the number will keep on changing the more I add people. So I'm not going to add people, you just add them. I mean, the more I add interests, I'm not going to add them, you add them. But after you've added those and you want to add you want to add the interests that will narrow this first number here down from 235,000 to 277,000, to lower it down further, you will go here, you go to narrow audience. When you click on narrow audience, that is when you see automatically and must also match pops up. So whatever I add in here is what will pop up in the also match section. So let us say I want everyone that likes Robert Kiyosaki but also likes yacht, likes a yacht club, or let's just say polo sport, cool, the sport, this polo shirt. So let's take the sport. Now I have narrowed the audience. I clicked on narrow, right, and automatically it says and must also match. So whatever I'm adding here, they must also, my eventual audience must also match this interest. And if I go down here, I should see that, you see, out of those 230 something thousand people who like Robert Kiyosaki, 14,000 like polo, the sports. You see, so I've narrowed it down. So the thing to do is, in the first section, add all the great interests, and then in the narrow section you can add things that will filter them out, like like this payment 90 days. Good. Facebook payment uses 90 days. People who have bought something online that Facebook has managed to track over the last 90 days. Also, you can add frequent travelers down here. Frequent travelers. So frequent travelers you can add, and then you can also add frequent international travelers. You know, when I created my audience, I added some of these things at the top and added some of them at the bottom. So let's look at this. Frequent travelers are people whose activities on Facebook suggest they are frequent travelers. Frequent international travelers, people who have traveled abroad more than once in the past 6 months. You see, so now after you've put the first interests up, when you're doing this, you're narrowing them down to the most likely to buy, the ones you want to see your ads more than all of them. Okay, that's it.